I'm trying to.
Get all the
Don't know if the Wi-Fi is good enough. Don't know if the Wi-Fi is good enough.
That's fine.
Okay, it's on.
No, I'm just gonna put this to sleep so you don't go to bed anyways.
So you're interrupting my live stream by talking.
Oh my god! Don't marry a girl that talks then.
That's all on
You
this.
should have just married a mute.
A mute.
Mm-hmm. And she can yell at you with her hands.
I don't have any viewers yet, so good. Been live for 30 seconds. Okay. It's Mike here, checking in from DontGetHacked.ca and MupoEntertainment.com. It is just before, it's about midnight on Sunday, February 4th, so it's still afternoon. It's still afternoon in North America, so hope you're having a good weekend. So it's Sunday, and I am building a global cybersecurity company in 2 different cities at the same place. So we're live streaming here from Dubai, and I'm running the office here in Dubai and also in Calgary. So Don't Get Hacked Cybersecurity. We provide global 24/7 remote cybersecurity and IT coaching to business owners. So it doesn't matter if you're using a PC or a Mac or Linux devices, cloud services, mobile devices. We provide 24/7 technology support because we know sometimes it's intimidating talking to tech guys, and sometimes you're a small business and you don't have the resources to hire full-time IT staff. And sometimes you have IT staff and you're not really sure if you can really trust them because you don't think their skill sets good enough to handle what you have going on in your business. So that's where DontGetHacked.ca. You can hire us. We provide fractional chief technology officer role for expanding businesses, chief information security officer roles. Those are fancy terms that some businesses like to use when they're larger. At the end of the day, we're 24/7 technology support. No matter if you got slow computers, email that doesn't work, websites that don't work, we can get you in touch with professionals that can sort out those problems. You need an expert with WordPress. I know a ton of WordPress experts. You need help with Microsoft Exchange Server, Office 365, Google email, whatever the problem is, PC, Mac, whatever the problem is, reach us. I'm going to just put my banner back up for a second because I just wanted to go over. We have an office in Calgary. We have an office in Dubai. We can provide on-site support. We can provide remote support. To reach us for any type of support, the phone number is listed on my screen right now. It's 1-403-471-8082. Yes, it's a North American number, but you can call it worldwide, and it is answered by a 24/7 call center. Okay, I'm going to go back to my face here. There we go. Okay, so Sunday tasks are planning event in Dubai for the end of February. It will be co-hosted with another Emirati business. Somebody's already been doing masterminds out here, and he has been pointing me in the right direction for some connections. So that's appreciated, and I'm going to some of his events that he's throwing as well. So there's going to be an event coming up at the end of February. There's a bunch of friends we have from the US that are traveling to Dubai at the end of February. So I'm trying to coordinate a date for an event on the Palm Island at a restaurant there that's really nice facing the beach. So coordinating that. I have got a secret mission to update one of my lead magnets regarding making strong, secure passwords that you can remember, which ties into season 1, episode 9 of my podcast. Don't Get Hacked, Call Me for Help. Making easy passwords that you can remember without using a digital password manager. We're updating that for the local market. However, updating a PDF is hours of time-consuming work because there's a lot of moving parts in that PDF that needs to be sent off tomorrow. So I have to finish that tomorrow. There's 2 master classes that I'm teaching at the end of February. I have submitted most of the paperwork, but I have to submit videos for that stuff. So I'm writing the marketing copy. I'm writing the speeches for those because I have to write them and then I have to record them and make sure they sound perfect. So when you are building a company and you're working on marketing, I do have graphic artists. I can outsource some stuff to. You can outsource some of this stuff, but at the end of the day, you need to make sure everything is succinct with your brand. It's spot on with your brand, and you can hire VAs to do some stuff. When it comes to I've learned this with graphic designers. No graphic designer is gonna like any other graphic designer's work. So, for instance, there is a magazine that we advertise in Canada, and I told them I was not particularly happy with the results of our investment because we don't really get a lot of calls from them. They decided. I didn't do this work today. It was done about a week ago, but again, a lot of the work I have to do is laptop work, which is responding to communications, responding to things that are going on. You got to plan things out and just make sure that when somebody designs ads with your company name, they don't look like garbage. Because what one graphic artist thinks looks good, another one's going to hate. So I'm pretty flexible with my brand. It's a hacker. That brand right there, it's a hacker. DontGetHacked.ca. It's literally a hacker. That's it. It's pretty simple. In the background, there's a bunch of ones and zeros, binary. But my brand is a hacker, and it's a bold statement. Don't get hacked. So we provide 24/7 technology consulting. And call me a technology coach. It's a really simple brand, right? We got a lot of technical services that we provide, but it's a really simple brand. But when I have graphic designers look at that and they send me creepy stuff or stuff that's not even doesn't even look, my hacker has no face. It's just a hooded individual, their absence of a face. It's just black. There's no face there, no hands, no arms. It's just short. That's what the brand looks like, right? Just because that is a stereotypical look of a hacker. But I have had a graphic designer send me stuff with creepy hands and fingers, and I'm like, what are you thinking? There's none of that stuff in my brand. There's none of that stuff in my logo. My logo is really super simple. I'm the face of the brand. My logo is simple. So anyway, just there's all, this is the fun thing with outsourcing stuff. You can send stuff to somebody, website copy, ads for magazine. You can have designers design stuff for you. And at the end of the day, I still have to send it to somebody else to get them to give me a better mock-up of what I think I want. And I'm super easygoing with my brand. It's just my experience. No designer is ever going to like the work another designer does. And you can see that in people's logos. Realistically, I think my logo is professionally done. I gave them a bunch of options and be just like, here's a brand name, don't get hacked. I just want a hacker. I'm not going to be particular about it. They sent 3 ideas. One idea was awesome. We didn't make any changes to it because when you're building a brand, people focus too much on the logo. You want a nice looking logo, but you're going to do design revisions. It's like your website. A lot of people are really particular about a website, but I'm like, you can't be particular about your website until you have website traffic, until you're converting thousands of dollars of sales on that website per month. There is no point in being particular about your website. Yes, it needs to look okay. Yes, it needs to be functional. Yes, the links need to work. And yes, the contact us form needs to work. But at the end of the day, you don't need to spend a lot of time on that stuff. What you need to do is you need to be marketing and branding your brand because you think you sell this, but if you're marketing it, if you brand yourself and you're sending out all these different types of marketing, whether it's print media, online ads, social media posts, whatever you're sending out there, you don't know how the market is going to react. You may think you're smart and have some really good ideas and have some really good pricing, and nobody responds to it. That means you have to keep continuously trying new things until somebody responds to it. So, at the end of the day, just keep pushing. Be on all the social medias. That's what we're doing. That's what I'm doing right now. Literally, I've got somebody who thinks they can figure out our YouTube and how to get subscribers on our YouTube. They are using different graphics and design than I would normally do, and that's okay. At the end of the day, I just want to have YouTube as a resource where everything gets, all the video content that's created gets stored. It's a resource that I can point customers to say, hey, you had this issue with this hacking scenario, or you have this issue with your computer being slow. Go watch this particular video on YouTube, and I can send, on YouTube or on mupoentertainment.com. I can send you links to my video resources so you can learn how we solve that for a particular customer. But in order to do that, you actually need to be making content. So that was Sunday. It's making content. So writing masterclass speeches. I've got 2 different ones coming up in February, and I need my message to be broadcasted to more online coaches, more online business owners across the world. And I have to see if it actually resonates with anybody. In my past 20 years of running an IT business, the messages resonated with enough business owners to keep myself busy and keep my bills paid. But 2024 is the 2020s, especially 2024, much different landscape for business owners than it was in previous years or decades. Everybody seems to have a brand new business. Like, it doesn't matter if I'm in Calgary or in Dubai. Some people have been in business for 5-10 years, and they've got a professional, like an office, they're a doctor, a lawyer, or whatever. They've got that business, and it's may or may not have been impacted during COVID. And then everybody else seems to have a brand new business that's like a year, 2 years, 3 years old, and they are learning how to navigate the new landscape of broadcasting their message, figuring out who their ideal client is, because who you believe your ideal client is, maybe that's changed, which means your marketing needs to change. And in Canada, we've got a couple different brands, and we have different brand messaging for each brand, and some get a lot of traction for a couple months, and then the business just kind of, the inquiries just die off. And I'm like, okay, well, what do we do in that situation? Is it just economy changes at that particular time? Is it just marketplace changed? Is it, lack of funds in the marketplace and consumers aren't interested in those services anymore, or whatever the case may be? Things change month to month in a business. Business is pretty steady in our business, but it would be quiet for 2 or 3 weeks and then busy for 4 months solid. And it would be nice to have consistency in that. But at the end of the day, you got to just be testing out branding messages, different marketing, going on social media, posting multiple times per day, and just seeing who bites at what type of content that you're releasing, right? So doing a lot of heavy Facebook posts right now from Dubai, I get a lot of traffic. Doing a heavy Facebook posting from Canada, do not get a lot of traffic. So posting live streaming to LinkedIn, get quite a decent amount of impressions. Live streaming to other platforms, like my Facebook posts get a lot of interaction. Videos not so much. So every platform is different, and you just try to make different messaging for each platform and just see how it resonates with the audience. So anyway, that's been Sunday in a nutshell. Just writing copy, editing lead magnets for upcoming events, planning an event for the end of February, and see how all that stuff gets interpreted by the market. So this week there should be a couple more in-person networking events, a couple podcast interviews, and just keep on churning through it and keep making momentum and just see how we can help business owners with their technology. Anyway, I am going to go to bed because it is after midnight here. So you have a good night. And again, if you need technology help with your business, if you need a cybersecurity audit, we're available 24/7. Just contact us, 1-403-471-8082. We've got global coverage. We're physical office in Calgary, physical office in Dubai. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Talk to you tomorrow.